So this week, I want to talk about energy and energy states that you have available to you. Energy is everywhere. It's in the food we eat, it's in the sun that shines, it's in the air that you breathe. Everything in life requires energy. And when it's used efficiently, you can effortlessly learn, grow, and evolve. And that same energy that's moving through your spine shapes your posture, your emotions, your thoughts, your memory, actions, your hopes, and your dreams. It literally shapes the way you experience your life, which affects everything you do. What we do here at Beyond Chiropractic is we activate the wave of energy that's unique to you, as unique as your fingerprint. This wave of energy helps to remove inauthentic muscular and postural and nervous system patterns, and then reorganizes everything so that you can ultimately embody your true nature, or helps you live more of your extraordinary life, who you really want to be, what you really want to be doing. And if you see here, we have 3 states of energy that most of us are living in at some point. And we ultimately want to get you to a point where you can live in an energy-rich state more regularly and more often. So let's start with an energy-poor state. An energy-poor state is where your nervous system, your body, doesn't have enough energy to sustain itself. And it ultimately results in a breakdown or a suffering. And then it attracts even more breakdown, right? You know, misery loves company. All illnesses that are chronic, any of our pre-rational thought, reactionary type things, survival mode type thinking, all happens when we're in an energy poor state. And Tony Robbins talks a lot about a suffering state, which is that energy poor state. And it's that time when you're feeling stressed out, worried, frustrated, angry, depressed, irritable, overwhelmed, resentful, or even fearful. That's a suffering state. And we've all been there. Even those of us who feel that we are never suffering or that we're never in a state like that, something along those lines probably resonates with you. Then, right, most people are living in an energy neutral state. And this is the ability for you to self-regulate, as long as there's no major fluctuations in what you've got going on, right? Everything's good. And what happens is when we come up to a challenge, we ultimately drop down from energy neutral into energy poor. Here's a good example. My health is great as long as I don't eat this food or that food, or as long as I avoid this, this, and this. Or my relationship is doing so great, or it was doing really well, but then I saw my partner talking to someone else, and they were being way too flirty, and now our relationship is breaking down. Or all my finances are doing great until I got this extra bill. So what happens is right, that challenge comes up, and we drop down into that suffering state. Ultimately, what's happening is when we're in the poor and neutral states, is we're narrowing the scope of our experience, and we're only able to deal with life at the energy level that we have available to us. Think about it like this. Think about all the management things that are out there, right? Stress management, life management, time management, right? You have to ultimately manage your experiences, right? Versus living in them and experiencing them and being a part of them and seeing challenges as something that's enriching your life, right? And that's where the energy-rich state comes in. This is where the system now, your system has enough energy to self-organize and self-regulate. Not only enough energy for organizing your life, but also the intelligences that operate your life. And then using that same energy to learn, grow, and evolve, and to build onto who you are, right? Energy-rich state is about inviting an adversary into your life, whether it be internal or external, in order to really know what you're made of, right? What are things that you can challenge yourself with or have that become positive stressors in your life to know where you are, right? You don't know this until you challenge the system, until you have more energy-rich type interactions. And, You can think of it as like a beautiful state is when you're energy rich, when you feel love and joy and gratitude and awe and playfulness, ease, creativity, drive, caring, growth, curiosity, and appreciation. That's a beautiful state. Things don't really feel like a problem. Everything just seems to flow. And when we're energy poor and these challenges come up in our life, typically people get sick, and a lot of times they become terminal. And when we're neutral, and these adversaries and these stressors that we have and challenges come in our life, we drop down into an energy poor state. But when we're energy rich, we can take those experiences and use them to redefine and reorganize a new baseline in our life. Energy richness in your spine, in your nervous system, and in your life really equates to love. All right? You awaken a greater energy, and you can impart that energy and that richness onto others unconventionally. Right? You walk into a room and you can light that room up, and it becomes an unconditional effort at this point. It's not something that requires a give and take. You're just pouring out of this extra energy. And the reason we're talking about this is because, just as we said in the beginning, is the amount of energy we have available shapes our posture, emotions, our thoughts, memories, and actions, right? And we're activating that wave of energy within the spine and nervous system so that we can reorganize, so that you can learn, grow, and evolve, become your most authentic self, and live your most extraordinary life.